Ready, start. Sir, 1987 has been a year of persistent challenge and of determined response by the government. It has been a year of achievement in the face of great difficulties. Some difficulties were caused by disruptive forces within the country, some difficulties by disruptive forces inspired from abroad, and some difficulties were caused by the weather. When in 1966-67 Indira launched the Green Revolution, she too was faced with similar difficulties, weather difficulties. It was her far-sightedness that has given our economy the strength and resilience with which it has made the present crisis with which we have been able to meet the present crisis entirely. Through our efforts and our endeavor, we have not carried the begging bowl to anyone. We have not compromised on our freedom of action. At that time, Indiraji's strategy was opposed by many experts and technicians. It was opposed by certain myopic elements in the opposite benches. Indiraji prevailed because of her faith in the efforts of our Kisans, because of her confidence in the ability of our scientists, because of her trust in the performance of our extension workers. She assured farmers of the required inputs at reasonable prices despite the burden of subsiding on our economy. She gave the farmers remunerative prices as the cardinal principle of the new strategy. She nationalized the banks to give credit at the doorstep of the farmer. She initiated a system of countrywide procurement of stabilize the prices that the farmers would get. Indiraji ensured that her strategy looked to the interests of all sections of our rural community, not just the farmer, but also the small and marginal cultivator, landless laborers, and even the rural artisan. We doubled our output in 2 decades because of her integrated vision of rural India, her sympathy and understanding for each segment of our rural society, because of her assiduous attention to inputs, to costs, and to subsidies. Today, after 4 years of bad monsoon, 2 years of poor rains, followed by 2 years of severe drought, we can hold our heads high and look to the future with confidence, because Indira laid the foundations which were sure, sound, and secure. Our drive to maximize the Rabi output is meeting with increasing success. We hope to limit the shortfall to 10%, but the problem is not entirely over. During this past year, we have done much to mitigate the distress of drought. Relief programs have been handled efficiently by and large by all the states. The ceiling of assistance has been put at the high level of rupees 1400 crore, with almost half of it earmarked for Gujarat and Rajasthan, as they were the most severely hit. Surcharges on taxes have been used so that the burden does not fall on the poor and only the rich have borne this burden. Using food grain buffer stocks, we have launched programs to generate employment, to build assets, to cushion against future droughts. Through forthwhile relief schemes, we have ensured that expenditure on relief became expenditure on development. We have rushed fodder from areas of surplus to areas of scarcity. Special schemes for drinking water have been implemented, and we have taken up special programs for boosting the demand for the output of the village artisans and the handloom weavers. This is especially important because these are sections who normally get left out, and they face very severe consequences of the side effects of a drought. The genesis of the Green Revolution was the scientific breakthrough which brought in view hybrid seeds. It was also a complete package of input to the irrigated land, leading to self-sufficiency in food grains. We must now ensure that there is no leveling off of our food grains production. The scientific community must be galvanized into providing answers to the next phase of the green revolution, of taking it to new areas, expanding it to new crops, and making it resilient to the vagaries of the weather. Already, the special rice production program is spreading throughout eastern UP and is changing eastern UP into the new granary of India. Dryland farming has been boosted by the technology mission on oil seeds and by the National Project for Pulses. The primary cause for our not surpassing the 1983-84 record food grains crop has been the weather, and it would therefore be reasonable to hope for a better monsoon this year. Our objective must remain to regain the momentum of the sixth plane in the seventh plane. We will give a new thrust and a new impetus to agriculture. We have given careful attention to agriculture already. I have held review meetings at various levels, and I have given specific directions to the Planning Commission to revamp the plan for agriculture. I have instructed them to reorder the priorities to give agriculture the highest importance. I have asked them to furnish a detailed district wise crop plan for the coming season. Stop.